When we last left off here, we were actually busy with the main story quest. We did some slightly less interesting stuff. It was a fetch quest. It was a fetch quest. Alright, it was just a fetch quest. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm not going to skip any cutscenes. That's like most of the fun. That's green. Okay, I give up. I give up. I legitimately give up. Dude, oh my shit. How is this even possible at this point? Yeah, I have to restart. I have to reset him. But I can't do it on stream. It will honestly be the worst possible thing. Dude, green. He's green. He's green. Marsh green? How do we get to marsh green? How did we get to marsh green? Just pick a color? Clearly I can't just pick a color. Every time I pick a color and I want to go for the color, it cuts me off. Noodle doesn't want to be an edge bird. Okay. 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 You know what I wouldn't mind? Brown. I wouldn't mind a real brown. Alchemist, what's up? Yo, nice to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. I hope you and everyone in your life doing A-okay. Draxa, hello. You know what? Brown. I just changed my whole mind about this thing. I want Noodle to be brown. What is it going to take to make Noodle brown? Chocobo color changing website. Here we go. Marsh green. Dude, marsh green. There's a lot of browns. Kickern brown. Oppo or Kickern? Oh, it's going to take too long. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Imagine you get suit black instead of brown. Well, that would be fantastic. Let's do it. Let's do it. Accordion, hello, 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 hello. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Sean! Yo, what up? I hope if any locals are here that you guys aren't suffering too much under the yoke of ESCOM. Not too much load shedding in your life. Okay, okay. I hope it's cool. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. I said I wouldn't put you guys through it. I lied. You're gonna get put through it quickly. It's happening. I'm putting you through it. You've never had an issue like this? Link me the website that you use. Let's see. Where's Silver? He'll be here now. He's got like some weird aetherometer that picks up premium content. And he knows that this is premium content. He'll be here. He'll be here. He's coming. You use the normal one. Is it FFXIV This one. Is that the one? That's the one. Hey, what color did he become? Marsh green, Goratan. Marsh green. The curse persists. Hey, Sean, we've run into another problem. Even though we have power while the rest of the world doesn't, we lose internet because apparently the exchange runs out of power. So we have power but no internet. It's a flip-flop, you know? It's the old flip-flop. So Kickern Brown. This is the feeding order that they give me. Doman plums, Valfruit, and Seal Dahlias pineapples. It's a lot. It's a lot. But we're gonna do it. We're taking this one for the team, the brown team this time. This is it. We are going to feed. We're making him brown. I've changed my mind. Feed. I'll put this on this side. Okay. Valfruit first. Zamta's bird is peacock blue. Aria's is Calibri pink. You got both. Wait. Doing what it told you to do? Yes, but apparently sometimes you get like 5 off or... Okay, here's a better idea. Let's buy the stupid lemon quickly and reset him. What is it called? It's a lemon, right? Yeah, there's an order in which you have to feed. But maybe because Taraxa said a thing, maybe he's right. Maybe it's better if I make the chocobo... Should I make him brown? What do you guys think? This one. Wait, what does the hand lemon sell for? Holy shit, I need to start planting some hand lemons. Wait, where do you get this from? Huh. Make him blue. No, 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 no. It needs to match this. So it's either black or brown. Or white. I had white. I didn't really like white. I'm going to reset the color. Then this website will work. They said that sometimes it goes off by just 5 points here or there or anywhere. And when that happens, then you have to reset the color to get it back on track. Because then it resets it to the desert yellow or whatever. But maybe I'll okay, here's the deal. I'm going to reset the color. And then I'm going to just use him for the night as yellow. And then tomorrow I'll change. I'll feed him the fruits. That's the plan, right? Because my bird is my life. So my poor life choices, you know, it's us. We're in it together. I need apples, apparently. He lives what I live. We live it together. Here we go. Huge, dude. Huge. 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 Did I see Gemma? Gemma, what's up? Yo. Hello. Hope you're doing well, dude. Hope Saf's doing well, too. Let's see. Dome and plums. Last one. Apple. Is there more apples? No, I've got all the apples planted. Pineapple. There you go. Huge. So, I think that they make you do it with the NPCs the first time. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you can opt out of that. But as far as I understand, like, there's a, you know, there's like a system, right? Is there a system? This is a disgusting color. This is a disgusting color. Tend your companion once more to witness the change. Here we go. Oh God. It's fine. Noodle, you've never looked better, my friend. Come with me. I'm not leaving you in this hellhole any longer. Why is he buried in a dodo nest? He likes it. It's cozy. Okay, let's get rid of this fruit. Actually, I don't even need to get rid of the fruit. Like, there's nothing in my inventory. Apparently, you don't pick stuff up in this game. Like, you never pick stuff up. Thavne, the great work. Jesus, what's all these side quests now? What the balls? Oh, stepchild. Okay, let's do that quickly, then we can go. It's time. I want to see what that is as well. I haven't done this yet. Am I going to need help for the dungeon? I'm not going to need help. Am I going to want company? Absolutely, dude. If anyone wants to come with for the dungeon. But the MSQ... I was about to say, I want to do the trust at least once, because they have a lot of extra dialogue, as Traxa says. It was actually in one of these, I watched one of these videos, things to know before playing Endwalker, and I read the article corresponding to it, and they said, always, this was the two things that they added, was always speak to all the NPCs before and after quests, for all the extra bits and pieces, and then they said, always do the Trust runs at least once, just to see the extra dialogue. They said especially after the dungeon finishes, like, you know how, it's good, it's good. These are really cool snail models. You find them boring? Well, I mean, if you're skipping cutscenes, then of course it's not going to be really like what you're into. But I mean, I'm here for the lore, dude. I'm here for full immersion, and nothing less. Full immersion. Full immersion. I'm just testing. It seems that AoE is just better. Yeah. Especially the 87 and 89 dungeons. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. God, I love this music, man. Well, yeah, it's part of the story. I mean, it all comes together, you know? It all comes together. Messages? Yeah, on Discord, Gemma, or on Twitch? I don't actually know how to check Twitch messages. I will do. I just sat down at my PC for the first time today. We have been very busy once again. It has just been stupidly stupid. Dude, I'm so glad that this is gonna be the last week of school holiday coming up. Discord, absolutely, man. And I'm sorry if that you have to remind me to check my damn messages, because I just, oh my god, man. My life is a mess. Twitch doesn't have messages anymore? Wait, what? I swear it's less whispers. Are you serious? Did they remove it? Oh, okay. Okay, this is one of the fastest fights I've ever done. Usually you have to do like 8 rounds of mobs. Now, look at this. This is the 3rd round, right? Or is it the 4th? I don't know, but I'm doing way less. The whisper is still there, I think, but they removed like friends and all that other nonsense. This blood weighting is just, it's stupid. I love it. I love it. I love it. Warrior is so flashy, man. Oh, I have to do another one anyway. That's... No, I don't. Okay, it counted. There we go. We're out. We're out. Where's Noodle? God, I went to so much trouble to get him, and now he's not even with me. Take the greens, dude. Take the greens. Get in here, my buddy. I bet this doesn't take a lot to get him from this to brown. I bet it doesn't take a lot. You know, I'm gonna, instead of egging, I'll use this today. There we go. Which brown? I'm thinking I'm gonna go for either Kikern or Oppo Oppo. I'm not sure. I think that I use Kikern on my outfit. Yeah, I'll use Kikern. That's Q-I-Q-I-R-N. Kikern is like, it's a good brown. That's my brown. The Gobby hat is Kikern brown. Warrior 101, Falcleave, Bloodweighting. I know. 32 fruits? Shit. Dude, it's a long process. Jesus, one would think it would be less, right? I would think it would be less. Why? Are there Matanga everywhere? Has this town fallen? Wait, what? Ah, your face. It's known to me. You were the warrior who fought the mole in the Nadam. Oh, for the mole. Right. I'm Ogul of the Katayan. It was your bravery and skill which inspired me to embark upon my own hero's journey. Yet now I've foolishly blundered into the den of the Matanga. Why do these others walk without fear? Do they not care if they are slaughtered? These Matanga are not like those on the Azim steppe. Okay. The Okasodara are a civilized tribe. I do not doubt your word, but grandmother would always warn me. If you encounter a Matanga, you turn tail and you flee as fast as you can. Their tales were awful and bloody. And so now, the very sight of them, well, the terror rises unbidden. No, I cannot stay here. I must earn enough coin to buy passage from this Nightmare Island as soon as possible. I beg you, stay at my side for a time, just until I meet this Kankana person the sailors told me about. She's supposed to have work that pays a fair wage, so I'll see what she has for me. Sure. Cork Brown is lighter and he takes 10 fruit. Why? What the hell? Only 10 fruit from 32. No, I'm sorry, like I'm not gonna say I'm a stickler or a perfectionist, but I am. Cobalt Brown is much darker, takes 76. There is no way in hell anything. You know how much 76? That's 76,000 gil basically. Like if you average on you know, 1,000 gil per fruit. I mean, it's probably a little bit less. It's probably about 50,000 because some of them are about 600-700. But like still, that's crazy, man. I didn't know I could come in here. This is cool. It's Kankana is a Matanga as well. Oh shit, dude. What are you gonna do now? How do they work that out? You know what I think it is? Is because when you go to certain colors and they're off by like 5 or something on the RGB scale, then dude, then you have to go back forward, 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 forward, back forward, back forward, back forward, back forward, back forward, back. Stop! Shit! You went too far. Reset. Back forward, back forward, back forward, back forward, back forward, forward, back forward, back forward, back forward, back forward, back. Stop! Good lord. That's not the color that I seek. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV Chocobo color changing. We hope you enjoy your stay. By the Dusk Mother, no one told me Kankana was a Matanga. Could I ask you to speak with her in my stead? Jesus, this is proper terror right here. Hello? No, you have to alternate the fruits. If you go down to the bottom, then they give you the feed-in order. So it's like val fruit, then plum, then val fruit, then plum, then val fruit, then plum, and then eventually it switches over. Then it's like apple and val fruit, and apple and val fruit, and then it keeps going like that. Welcome to Yedilimad, traveler. I'm Kankana, and it's my job to assign the right work to the right workers. May I have your name? I'm Lumen Lumi. I'm here on behalf of that shivering mess behind there. Lumen and Ogle, was it? Let me jot those down. Oh, grandmother, why? Why did it have to be a Matanga? Is your companion quite alright? No, she's not. She's got a serious case of the grandmothers. An understandable reaction. The Gajasura tribe have done much to stain the reputation of our people. You are looking for work, though, yes? Many have been forced to take what they can since the troubles began, so I'm afraid the simple jobs are all gone. What's left, I only have tasks for seasoned fighters. Does that sound like something you could do? Fighting? I can fight, lest you doubt my skill is likened to that of the Dragonbane, the legendary Chakazo herself. I'm not familiar with the name, but you sound formidable indeed. Why don't you start on an escort duty then? A group of artisans set off to harvest materials and asked that I send any prospective prospectors their way, should I happen to enlist any. What? They already set off? And it's our duty not to escort them? What? There's to be a ritual dance performance at Kadyaya's footsteps. Dude, this is insane, these names. They'll need incense and costumes for the dancers and such. The entire thing was decided rather suddenly, so there was no time to waste. This makes me a little sad because this is like really good. Like, this is really well done. I imagine this would have been amazing if they had voice acted this. And it's one of those things that could definitely have an entire quest chain behind it. And these artisans you speak of, did they include Matanga in their number? It was an Akasadora Dara Dura who submitted the request. I hope that won't be a problem. Not at all. I look forward to fainting at defeat of my most feared enemy. Wait, what? I cannot do this alone. Pray, lend me your strength of the victor of the Nadam, and half the reward will be yours. Sure, I mean, like, okay, what the... The artisans didn't plan to venture far. Leave Yedlimad to the west, and you should soon come across your employer. Sure. Okay, that's where we shall meet. You'll find me there, yes? Okay. She's a strange one. She's a strange one. She is a strange one. It's so colorful. Dude, like, this is such a nice shot as well. Like, I'm just look at, like, actually, almost every little scene that they build here is crafted so well. You know, I'm just trying to say my G-Shade preset here is not made for, like, landscapes or big stuff. It looks stupid when it's on stuff like that. It's made for character face shots. But it's crafted so well. And I feel like there was a lot of, like, effort and painstaking detail put into all of this. And I'm not saying that Labyrinthos didn't have that. I just feel like Labyrinthos is more vanilla. This one is just, like, crazy, colorful, out there, exotic. That's the word I'd use, exotic. Yeah, you must be our belated escort, yes? Sure, sure. Glad to have such courageous... is your companion not well? She seems a touch shaky. Of course. I should have thought of it before. I shall harvest the necessary ingredients while the artisan stays here. That way no need to fear him being harmed. Perfect. Okay. Jesus, there she goes. I must say, this is less than ideal. My people are already scattered across the wilds, and I wanted someone to roam around and ensure that they were safe from attack. Your friend is perhaps frightened by the Arco Sodara? I have met such travelers before. Well, no matter. If you could patrol the area, as I asked, I must attend to my own harvesting. Well, I think that you need to see the whole of Labyrinthos, and probably you need to see it from the sky. Like, you need to have access to all of it, because when you go into it right now, and you have access just to that first tier, then what you end up seeing is you see one little strip, like a half moon of, like a quarter circle basically, of shitty green, and then you have like a little empty cave, and then you have another little half moon of shitty green with some nice towns in it. And like the towns are cool, but like, you know, I just, this is something. Like, this is nice. Okay, now the weather is really not doing it any favors, but like, you know? Ogle, what's up, man? You got this. I must say, this combat music's really working for me. Read the story of the zone. Yeah. Fantastic. I love it. It's artificially created, and it's like the whole idea of it. It's fascinating. It's just what you see from the ground really doesn't spark joy, is what I'm actually saying. What I'm getting at is that it's a little boring when you're just walking around there like a common plebeian in the first little part of the zone. It's cool. It's cool. Well, yeah, okay, it makes perfect sense. It fits the story so well. People didn't want frills. Here, they're all about the frills, dude. It's color everywhere. Yeah. Of course, their landscaping is boring. Yeah, dude, it's such a good point, though. You're right. It is really such a good point. Oh, my God. You must think me foolish. I was so absorbed in my task that I failed to notice the ground shaking as they approach. Still, my injuries are light and my satchel is full, thanks to you. I think I can make it back to town and meet the others. By the way, for those wondering, this is not the main story. We are just briefly doing the quest for the ethereal current. What happened? Did you slay the beast? I did. You just stood there. That was a near thing. I took the first one by surprise, but the second one, Knowing a Matanga stood at my back, my mind froze. My body refused to obey. Grandmother taught me that I should let fear wash over me, like water, but to my shame, I could not have failed her more thoroughly. Not to sound ungrateful, but why did you follow me? I was asked to patrol the area, you shit. We were to patrol? Forgive me. I should have waited for orders, instead of running off alone and putting lives in peril. Come, we should return to our employer. I want to be sure that the wounded man reached safety. Okay. He was wounded? This lady needs to get over her shit right now. There's something over there. My colleague told me of his rescue. Although we'd hoped for an escort from the start, imagine you hadn't come at all. I've sent him and the others back to the workshop, so consider your duty with us complete. You have my thanks. As for payment, you can collect that from Kankana. Right, I suppose we can report to Kankana then. That's... yeah. Okay. You there. Empty your satchel right now. What's going on here? Oh, this is probably going to go on for quite some time, isn't it? Jesus. Talk about the eternal struggle. There you are. Your employer expressed satisfaction with your work, so congratulations on a job well done. As a response to the recent chaos, the upcoming ritual was hastily planned, to say the least. As a consequence, the artisans have been hard-pressed to make everything ready. But when times are hard, people of Thavnir rely on such traditions to renew their faith and bolster their hearts with the teachings of the divine. Death of an artisan would have thrown the whole thing into disarray, and thus your rescue was timely indeed. Accept your payment, half each as agreed upon. Are you interested in further work? I may have some for you. Wait, what? Why is this blue if there's no aether current from it? I'll come back for this one. I don't know what that is, but it's obviously important. They look drunk. Yeah. Yeah, I was warned that the first two zones are boring. Oh, it's the tribe quests. Cool. Okay, I'm not going to do that now then. I want to do the main story a bit. It wasn't blue. Oh, it's a different one. Yeah. I mean, I accepted the one for the thing, and then that's a different one for that thing. Okay. I'm not making that in time. I mean, I might make it. Faster, Noodle, faster. It's gonna be real close, Noodle. If I don't get there before like 75, then I don't get enough, what do you call it, contribution anyway. Yeah, shit, now there's 3 people. Now there's too many people. I don't get there in time. Oh, God. These shits. Oh, wait. Before the patch, they added the Akasadara Beast Tribe. Now, the quest icon was a normal side quest one. I didn't check. Oh, okay. I understand. Yes. So you wouldn't have known. Okay. I didn't explore here for some reason. Yeah, so you had to catch up afterwards because you didn't. Yeah, I understand. And now they patched it. And now it's shown properly. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. M to the S to the Q, Q, Q. Nidana. Welcome back. Dare I hope that you have the Giant's Gal? I do. Here we go. I got that at the mine up north. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype. One that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it's ready, it'll be time for the true test. So please, take your ease while you can. This is a remix of that other song that they always use. Who's that? They're not running after me, are they? Nope, I'm down there on the beach. Wait. Oh, okay. This is a chance for Highland to speak to me.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
That doesn't sound like Heidelin. You're getting your boots wet.
I have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration.
Wow, dude.
The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea.
Yep. So I can't stop seeing, like, you know, people always do this thing where they cast characters for, like, the movie adaptation. Eorzea has to be the guy who played in the first season of Altered Carbon. The guy from the first season of Hannah. What's his name? You know, the guy. He played Robocop, I think. Tall. He played in The Killing. Yeah. Let me tell you what his name is, Glee. Joel Kinnaman. Dude, what a fantastic guy. So I cannot see Eorzea as anyone but Joel Kinnaman anymore. He just looks like that. That's what he looks like to me.
And yet...
He'd make a fantastic
Eorzea. Fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair. Who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
Dude, it would be so funny to see anyone play Eorzea, because, like, the idea of Eorzea as well is just completely opposite to anything that Joel Kinnaman's ever done. So that would alone make it, like, so much better as well. Like, seriously, so much better. He's also really tall, so it's perfect.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
He's Swedish? You joking? He's only 42? Fantastic. Dude's a young buck We're gonna see a lot more of this guy coming up. I'm so excited. Amazing. Yeah, man. Huh. Cool. Cool. I want him to do more movies, man. Hey, Silver, what's up, man? Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Okay, sorry, I'm interrupting this heartfelt moment here. But the Skarsgård brothers, that's Floki from Vikings and Alexander Skarsgård, right? Tarzan himself. Shit, dude. They are amazing. Oh! God! I have more man crushes than I do lady crushes. 100%. Undoubtedly. God damn. Oh! Shit! Wow! Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, back to Final Fantasy.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
Yes, it does.
Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
Yo, listen. Thancred's voice actor has improved so much since the first few lines were uttered. He's so good now. Well, most of them have, really. Most of them are so much better. Are we enjoying this? Oh! Cheeky! It's Danny.
What is it? What did you see?
Danny!
Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
I'm sure, dude. I'm sure.
It holds. The vessel holds. This is the one.
Oh my god, and he's here to hear that as well.
At long last.
Oh no. Well, shit.
Look, we have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments. We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
But I'm already shielded, so I'm escorting someone, I take it.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field.
Efficacy is such a fantastic word.
It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place. To accompany me to the Tower of Zot.
Oh, she's going herself?
Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
Oh, absolutely. Nadana's amazing. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. I like my cheeky new hairstyle as well. It's a little more rebellious, you know? The previous one was a little more clean cut. Oh, you needn't ask.
Either
That's
way,
my punch in face.
we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
I love voice acting, man. I love voice acting.
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example.
It's true.
But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
Is it just me that thinks they could have been a little bit more, you know, with the texture work on the elephants? Hey? Is it just me? I feel like they made the elephants small and then they stretched them larger and then the texture stretched out as well. Especially the eyes. I feel like they could have done better. Everyone else has so much more detail. Shame.
We'll keep an eye on the
Elise.
place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
Thing is, they look fine from a distance, but when you go close, then it just doesn't hold up, you know? But yeah, if they were playable, it would have been more. I don't know. You never know. Maybe they make them playable. Like, it seems Final Fantasy likes to do things later, you know? They don't add new stuff and then do all they can with it. They like to reuse older stuff, which is great. It's a good way to go about things. And they're not the only ones, obviously. Full petal alchemist. Oh, that's great. They'll never be playable. I know. I'm just saying. So, Traxa, you know, I was nerding out hardcore about Sean Spalding because of the Game Maker stuff that he does, you know? Have I told you that he plays StarCraft 2? And he just reached Diamond recently? Wow. As if the man could get any more perfect. Like seriously. Seriously. As if he could be better. Can I leave? Hello? They did fix the grapes in Labyrinthos, yes. It wasn't the same as the ones in Shadowbringers. So, like, you never know. You never know. There's a possibility. There might have been a goof, but it wasn't on purpose. Otherwise, they wouldn't have fixed it, right? Wait, did they fix it? Maybe they didn't fix it. Wait, did they fix it? No, they left it, right? Oh. Was it actual irony on their part? Like, I mean, was it on purpose? Oh, okay. It wasn't meant to be like that. Okay. I want to go and look. I want to go and look. The Tower of Zot? Who's that over there? Vanellope von Schwarz. Vanellope the Black, right? No, that's Schwarz. Vanellope von Schwarz. I'd actually have to go over here and then take the shot like this of Vanellope if I wanted a good shot of her fishing. There. I don't know who this is. I don't know where she's from. But I will take a screenshot. Never mind. Watch a movie? You know I don't do that. Now I have to Google it. Vanellope von Schwarz. Schwyz. Oh. Wait, what? I did watch this movie. This is from Wreck-It Ralph. I did watch Wreck-It Ralph. How am I supposed to know her name was Vanellope? That's not even a real name. Okay, I mean, okay. No. I don't need to see the grapes. It's fine. I know what they looked like. They were like little triangles. This is rather a finer boat than I expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board it and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it doesn't come to that, but you must protect yourself. From you, other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope of toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Sure, let's do it.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence.
Oh god. Oh, that's so cool.
Now.
What is it doing? Is it being tested? Oh my god, that is fantastic. How beautiful. And terrifying, of course. There it is! And?
It's working!
For now.
And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the
Oh,
tower
no.
if we could.
Dude, when music like this plays, you're never safe. Danny's on the prowl. What you gonna do, man? God. Okay. What if they attack us? She's at the door. Yo, that's far enough.
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance.
Don't. Don't. She's dying now. She's dying. This is it. I'm so happy. Oh my god, Fandaniel's looking at us. I just peeked over that way. Why? Just stop. Just stop. This is getting... This is
few
too...
more
Oh my
steps.
god. Oh my god.
Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
Here comes the backstab. Here comes the backstab. Here it comes. She gets... And then she drops to the ground. And then Danny's standing right behind her. Here we go. Here we go. Come.
Now we can focus on production.
It didn't happen.
We've equipped and returned
Oh.
with an entire survey team. This menace will soon give up its secrets.
Get out of the way. Dude, you're in the doorway. Ah! Shit. Well, crap. It's gonna close. Oh, I'm going in. Holy shit, this looks fantastic. Look at me go! Hell yes, dude. I'm cool as shit. Oh my god, there are so many of them. There she is. Who is this? Is it Danny? Why is his outfit a different color?
Let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh.
Oh, do calm
It is.
down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Dude, crazy.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
He's busy doing it. I must stop him. Let me get in there. Jeez, I'm fast. Well, shit. I guess we were too late. Oh my god.
A little
Leave
late
it!
for heroics, I'm afraid.
Why don't we do something? Attack! Throw the axe!
The similarities are striking.
To what? Huh?
My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased.
Oh my god. Dude, that face he makes.
My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight. Though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
What? This is literally fan gushing praise Daniel. What are you talking about?
Allow me to tell you a story.
Here we go.
Surely you've yet to hear the one about Fandaniel, the sundered Ascian.
I mean, go for it, man. Dazzle me.
I inherited the position and the soul of the Fandaniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Fandaniel's knowledge and memories.
Holy
But
crap.
I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am.
He was actually recruited into the Ascians. Jesus, I didn't know they had tryouts.
How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded.
What? We know his face. We know where he's from.
I have it on good authority. You've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin. or
He
two.
obviously doesn't mean
Yeah?
Asahi or whatever his name is, right? Okay, let's see. Who are you actually?
Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
Oh my god, here we go. Time for the big reveal. No! Oh shit, an echo!
At your service.
Amon! What? The Amon? No wonder he acts like a damn fruit bat dude. He's crazy.
Of unbridled prosperity. Every need
Oh shit.
day after day of
From the Crystal Tower.
unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled.
Dude, he's literally exactly the same as that.
Ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments?
I wonder if he's wearing that outfit of his here. Let's see, let's see.
That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural
Dude,
lowing.
they just have like the exact same style. It's one of those things that I feel like even if you weren't told this at some point, I feel like somewhere in the multiverse, one person made this lonely post on Reddit saying Fandaniel is Amon. I feel like somewhere out there someone figured it out. Because it's one of those things that actually, if you think about it, you're just like, ah, yeah. He's got this flair for the dramatic. And you can sort of see it when you fight him in the Crystal Tower. Yeah, that's so weird, man.
Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work.
A clown? That's what I'm trying to say. He's a
was
clown.
not their
Yeah.
only
He's a
indulgence.
fancy clown. He's a fancy clown, dude. A lot of people don't remember Amon. How
They
can you
were
forget
ever
Amon?
hungry for stimulation,
This guy.
slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire Back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards. Always onwards.
This is Xandre.
Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
It's like, I do Crystal Tower like 150 times. Xanday, okay, close enough. I had an R too many. But like, you know, Crystal Tower, the raid, I've done the Amon wing like... And the Amon fight is right before the Xanday fight. Like, it's right there at the end, man. I've done that so many times. Like, you farm that, man. You farm that. You farm that. And now, everyone was forced to do that. It's part of the main story. You have to do it.
No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death. In the end, all is lost.
It's the same voice actor as this.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this
Not
war.
him itself,
And
as
so
the other one.
I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work.
Okay, Mitzelk hired him.
As fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting.
Okay.
Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
So it's Emmett Selk. I wouldn't say the Crystal Tower is a forgettable raid. Yeah, but people zoom through it nowadays. Yes, that's true. That's
The fall
true.
of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
Wow. Harsh. Harsh. Well, shit. I should go and look for the little talisman. I did literally nothing. Like, I didn't even...
Easily distracted. Why? I almost left without saying farewell.
He was so easily distracted, yes. I didn't even raise my weapon, dude. This is so stupid. Like, I'm pathetic. I'm supposed to be the warrior of light and darkness.
As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the Primals. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades.
Where'd he go?
We shall meet again. Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see.
The big Z. Old Z, baby! What? Okay. Out we go. To go report my failure. Hey, sorry. Shit, we lost the Matanga. You were returned, but where's Mistress Nidhana? She was taken. She's in the tower. Manusia preserve. And just as we succeeded in making the talisman, I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. Danny's around, guys. Danny's around. Please. Just know that Danny's here. I could call him Fanny. Old Fanny Danny. Yeah. Fan Danny. Fan Doodleuskio. He's around, he's around. He's here, guys. He's here. Yeah, he would just teleport away if I ran for him. It's true. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd like to die, you know. He's probably gonna care about living and stuff. I'm going for that fate quickly. I need it. I need it in my life. Cool, there's something over here. I wonder what this is. Yinana Mandapa. Yinana Mandapa. Nice name. Oh, by the way, for those that were here for my keyboard conundrums, I ended up ordering a keyboard. It's still going to take a week to get here, so it's going to be a while. But I did some Googling, and I found the Logitech G413 SE was apparently very good, and it makes sense. It was a good fit for me, and it was cheap as well. Mr. I want to die and take all of you with me doesn't want to die. Yeah, he doesn't want to die until he gets to do it of his own volition, until he gets to take all of us with him. If I kill him before he can take all of us with him, then what's the point? He loses. That's it. That's a big L for him. No, he wants to see it all to fruition. With all the suffering in the land, our people grow weary and weak, no? And so I would fashion a very lovely perfume, a healing fragrance to soothe both the body and mind. A smells special recipe. Alas, I lack the most vital ingredient, particularly sweet smelling flower known as the Vihara blossom. It grows in abundance here, but in the areas where nasty and vicious living trees are wont to roam. Might you go pick some blossoms in my stead? Sure, let's do it. How kind! You may find the blossoms straight from the ground or pluck it from the bodies of those saplings you see. Okay. Oh shit, yes! Look how many there are. Sorry? It looks like the keyboard included in every big box PC ever sold. Yeah, I want it to be the most basic of basic keyboards. I don't want any frills. I just want a strong... and I did the Google work, right? So apparently the mechanical keys on there, like the what do you call them? Not the caps, but the switches are very nice. They're fantastic switches. They work really well. They are a good like in between. So they're not like super noisy, but they're also at the same time they are super responsive. It just seems like a good one. Yeah, Roma switches, same as yours. Yeah, there you go. Okay, okay. And apparently the SE version of that keyboard fixed a bunch of issues that the original one that they released, the plain G14 had. It didn't have those switches on, for one. Yeah, it's sick. It looks good. It looks good. It looks good. No. Apparently the G413, the plain G413, had something else, and it didn't work well. Like there were issues with it. Like people said the switches kept breaking, and the keys just kept popping off and shit like that. I did the research. I did the research. So I'm happy with that choice. I'm keen for it. Like I looked basically on the websites I was gonna consider, and the reviews say the same. The reviews say the same. The G413 plain one had a bunch of negative reviews. The SE has nothing. It's all good on that one. There you go. I'm getting out of here, Klee. Ah, I could recognize that divine aroma anyway. You've brought me the Vihara blossoms, yes? Yet I'm sad to say I'll require more than this to brew up a full batch. You'll bring me more if you find them, yes? Okay, no, I've brought enough, thank you. I've got enough. I've got enough. Yo, Gaelic Nord, what's up? Anyway, regardless, that's the keyboard I decided to go for. I'm happy with it. It looks great. Yeah. 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 I was here. I'm right here. I'm right here. I can't not go for a quick game. Just a quick one. Then I'm going to leave. Just a quick one. Just a quickie. A quick one. Just a quick one. Just a quick one, guys. Oh, one more. Hey, those of you that are actually playing Final Fantasy yourselves, what are your current activities all about? Like, what are you busy doing? Dun, 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 dun. I don't want to engage. Shit. Still don't want to engage. Not ready to strike. Okay, it's time to engage. You're doing tribal quests and leveling Red Mage. Hey, fantastic, Kairos. Okay, okay. I still have not gotten into that part of the game yet. I will eventually, but... Oh, there it is, dude! Yes! Boom. Boom. Dude, owned. Owned. You log in trade, hang out with wife, and then go to the club with the FC. Shit. Dude, it sounds so good. You make it sound so like that's just... Oh, God. What a life, man. That sounds amazing. Darcy traveled last night. Helped newer player streamer through the Omega raids. Hey, that's cool. Until next raid tier, Gorotan, you don't have much to do. You just farm in maps. So when does the next raid tier come? Is there a new raid with 6.2? And Spock Hero, Glamours, pretty much everything else. Palace of the Dead, maps, Mount Farming, and whatever else you find that you want to do. Yeah. Well, that sounds like a real slew of things, but like Glamour Farming already alone is cool. It's unfortunate, obviously, if you like... There are situations that arise where like you'll have the perfect glamour, and then every time you try and think of something else, you just know that there's no way anything you do will be able to compare. So that's where I'm at right now. I have this glamour right now that when I look at it, every time I think about like, hey, maybe I should do something new, then I basically come to the conclusion that it cannot be beat. It can't get better. How do they do chat in a nightclub, man? Like, how do they do, like, voice chat or is it text chat? How do they do it? What happens? I want to check that picture out. One sec. Party chat hotels mainly. Okay, okay. The club staff, they shout things. Alright. That sounds fun. You have your own link shells to communicate? Yeah, I understand. It's hard to do those things when the only thing you do is raiding. You find going to clubs in 14 quite hard. I think a lot of people find it quite hard, if you get my meaning. But, you know... I could have phrased that differently, but that would have been way too lewd. So I'm going to leave it vague. Listen, it's not so vague. It's on the nose. So the idea of it to me is fantastic. I just can't really like... yeah, I mean, geez. I'm about as hermity as it gets. And it's the same in online gaming. I'm not a chatty type. Okay? But the idea of it always sounds fantastic. You know? It's like, I'm not a chatty type. That's the problem, I think. This looks really nice. With the warm and then the cooler colors and then the, like, you know, the splash of pink and... oh, it's very nice. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's something that I've just never gotten into. That's why I'm saying, like, I know it looks cool. Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? So it was Fandaniel after all. Damn that bastard. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. We must tread warily, lest we endanger Nidhana and the other captives. You hate that WoW has created a generation of MMO players who think MMOs only exist for the sake of raiding? It's true, though. It is true. Raiding and dungeons and, like, basically the queue, you know? The MMO exists for the queue. And the problem is it's true, right? It's true. Like, it does. But still, like, it's rough. I'm making a note quickly in my notes app about the cutscene that the cutscene entering Tower of Zot. Fantastic. I'm so keen. I'm so keen. It's just if I need to make another video for my character. It was a good shot of myself running. I need to start making notes because, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. No, dude. And the problem is people got sucked into World of Warcraft. And I'm going to say this quickly before I even jump in here. I thought that was like some shit on my screen. That little tree over there looks like a spot on my screen. So people got sucked into World of Warcraft. And World of Warcraft was all consuming at the time. So you can't blame anyone for being sucked in and spending all their time on WoW. It was the game, you know? And then it sort of, it doesn't just train you, but it conditions you to play in a certain way. And it's a punishment, you know. It's like a sentence that you serve in, and you serve that sentence for the rest of your damn life, man. The satrap of Rads at Han. First, we must inform everyone of the situation, Nidhana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. Let's do it. Oh, Nidhana. Don't be sad, it worked. Can you answer me this? Though Nidhana is trapped in the tower, is she still alive, yes? Yes, it seems like it. Then there's a chance. We must make warding scales, as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This, Nidhana proved, at peril to herself. She played a dangerous game, and she paid the price. Let's make more scales, that she and those who were taken might be saved. Do it. Budget Zell. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we'll help win the fight. God, he even does the punchy fist like Zell. Oh, it's the little guy. My friends, Satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl, that he might personally discuss the production of the warding scales with you. Nice. And for Eorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In a report, Mistress Nidhana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. Why are we surprised? In addition to thanking you in person, he would also like to discuss further avenues of collaboration. If so, and if this is agreeable, will you accompany me to Rads at Han for an audience with His Excellency? Yeah, let's go. We should be honored, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only be a benefit to all of us. Then it's settled. Please come to the gates of the East Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you into the city. East of the Giant Skull grounds. Okay. Oh, it's over there. Hell yes. Let's go. It's a long way out on Chocobo back. It's fine, I can do it. Yeah, I agree that the MMOs have changed, and I mean, I don't think the damage is irreparable to the genre. But I do think that the damage to the player base is done, and unfortunately, the other games in circulation right now are not helping. It's right. It is also to do with scale. You're right. People have to try and design MMOs with basically the idea of having 1 million players log in on launch day. And you know, the obvious and most clear examples of people not preparing would just be in recent memory, New World. Like, New World suffered so hard because they just weren't ready. That it was a shit show, absolutely. I mean, I'm not just talking about the game, but like the servers and everything else as well. And it happens with every new launch, you know? Too many players log in, no one expects it. I mean, they should expect it, but they're not ready for it anyway. And then, on top of that, they design the game. And World of Warcraft, as an example nowadays, with expansion launches, the phase-in and the way that they handle, like, splitting players up is so aggressive that it doesn't even feel like a massively multiplayer game anyway. Hey, Silver, you eat too quickly? Fantastic, man. I had a muffin today, by the way. They didn't have a bran muffin, dude, so I had an apple and cinnamon muffin. It wasn't as good as a bran muffin. And let me tell you, it wasn't too special, but it was still pretty nice. The coffee, however, was excellent. And, yeah, I had my cheese, I had my jam with it. Good cheese, good jam, nice cream. It was good, it was nice. And Lillian had a donut, chocolate donut. I didn't take a photo of the damn muffin, dude. I didn't, it was not interesting enough. It was a boring muffin. No, I didn't post it. But I got a picture of the donut, though. I have a picture of a donut. Well, pieces of the donut covering Lillian's face is what I've got a picture of. Darius Kane. That's a main character name. When I last visited, the city was brimming with life. I expect the tower has dampened the mood somewhat. Be it here, or in Eorzea, the desire to deliver the... all share in the desire to deliver the captives. Thus, united, I pray that we may join in a common cause with the satrap. No, sorry, I had a muffin. Don't get me wrong, I didn't have the muffin. We went to a different place. We didn't go to the same place. We went to the same old. Every Saturday and most Sundays, my parents go to a restaurant in the mall where they shop. So they go to the mall, they go do their shopping, then they go sit at the restaurant for a coffee or whatever they end up having, a snack or lunch, depends on the time. And they usually invite us, and sometimes my sister as well if they're in the area, and we gather there. They know us already. We go there every weekend. And yeah, it wasn't the fancy place where we were yesterday. Different place entirely. But the nice thing about the place where we were today was that they make better coffee. They honestly make the best coffee. Can I tell you the secret to good coffee? All these people have the same good coffee machines. All of them have probably the same decent coffee beans. All of them have great milk. The difference is the ones that keep the same people on their staff, those are the ones that end up making the good coffee. Sometimes the coffee starts out sort of wishy-washy. Sometimes it's just brown milk. But eventually, that barista who makes the coffee gets good. And that's when it starts to really shine. Now, this place where we went today, that entire staff has been there for like boom, boom, boom. Okay? They've been here since the start, since we moved here for like so they must have been there before that, but they've been here for the past like 6 years already. However, all the other places, they keep like shifting their staff around. They keep shuffling the staff. Maybe they don't pay well enough. Maybe the staff quit for other reasons. Maybe they get fired. I don't know, whatever. But that's the thing, man. You got to keep the same people and have them actually learn the trade. Anyway, I'm done. Sorry. Where's the mythical muffin? But I haven't been back there. When I go back there, I'll take a photo of the muffin. Okay. Of the satrap, I only know the common tidbits. He likes that word a lot. That, though the position is hereditary, he is not considered a sovereign. And that, despite possessing considerable authority, he wields it sparingly. Given the esteem with which the locals hold him, however, it's safe to assume he's good at his job. We could do far worse for an ally. Okay, let's go. All present, then let's proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert and strict restrictions are in place for entry. You have been granted special permission. I ask you to remain close to me at all times. Maybe I'll make a muffin.
Squats upon Favnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rod's.
What is that eye? Dude, it's so colorful. That's me. That's me.
Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye.
Oh, there we go.
The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things.
Shit. No pressure.
Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun.
What happened to the color?
The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet.
The hell? Why did they grayscale this just here? They dropped the saturation.
Vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Ilsabard, Rads at Han. Here we go. This is the other main city, right? Much better! That's so much more colorful.
Scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Shit. It's depressing. Where's he going in such a hurry? How long until premium content? This is the Tales of Lumen channel. This is the home of premium content. I think I still hear Lillian.
Here we are. Megaduta.
Megaduta. Oh. I like the birds on the top there.
It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
Oh, I don't think I get to actually explore now, or do I?
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
Megaduta, yes.
I'm afraid
exactly
so.
it.
Come, we should head inside.
Toot toot. Bam, 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 bam.
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Wait, that's him?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself.
Shit.
I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzatan.
He's gonna betray us, aren't we? Isn't he? Like, he looks like he's someone who's gonna betray us. He's just got dishonest eyes.
Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
Not everything went to plan. Yeah, dude, no, listen, I look at that guy and I think to myself, ugh, shit, it's only a matter of time until that dagger on the back of his belt is gonna be aimed at my heart.
I assume you speak of Nadana. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman. That it will be instrumental in saving Nadana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
Can I have some fruit? Shit, that looks
not.
tasty. What?
This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
It's a dragon. Okay, okay, okay. Good job, Estinian.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Don't be coy, dragon.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
Oh my god.
As you wish.
Oh my god. There's a dragon behind the curtain carpet.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me.
Shock! Horror! Shock!
Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Jesus, it's a big old dragon. How do they feed him back there? Shame, he's on like the hard floor and stuff.
I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Jesus, couldn't you make your home a little more comfortable, guy?
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Jesus, that's pretty big, dude. That's pretty big, that's pretty big.
Mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Sorma's spawn, I was last to hatch.
I mean, you got some stubby legs there, buddy. What's going on?
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the Satrap's own hall.
I don't think we're supposed to be shouting that from the rooftops, my friend.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair.
Shame Lillian is awake.
Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect.
Okay. All's well so far.
And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility.
Dude, the damn humans. It's always the damn humans. God.
When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict.
Dude, so the idea here is that they had a little paradise. Then the ship arrived with the conquerors. They came. They wanted to tame the savages. They tried. Savages had a dragon.
A peaceful accord was reached.
No?
And oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radz Athan.
I thought it would be like a massive bloodbath and everyone died, but no, okay.
If Ritra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
a sham.
A charade.
For sure. Yeah.
Yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
What's the problem, dude?
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without...
He does look like he has munchkin legs. God damn. I like Vritra. Still though, those legs are a little weird. Thing is, you can't really get a measure for him if he's sitting all like scrunched up in a room here.
I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who joined me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
What? Oh shit!
'Tis here, buried within a semblance of flesh.
Oh my god, the little boy has it.
The body before thee is but a simulacrum,
Oh.
constructed by the finest artisans of Razathan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my wind.
God, he's him. They are the same. How did I? Oh god, I knew there was something fishy about this little shit. I just didn't know it was such a big deal. Okay.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses.
But this isn't any regular dragon hunter. This is Estinian Wormbane, first of his name, member of the Blue Dragoons, azure in nature, fierce in stature.
Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm-blood.
Oh, I got some of that wrong. Oh, it's good enough. I tried. I gave it my all.
From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another. Yet did neither one of us bare his fangs.
Hey! Yo! What up? Loxos! Thank you so much for the host in the raid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, they're basically family, right? It's kind of, you know? but hey, it's kind of cool. Yo! Hello. I appreciate that. Welcome. Nice to see you. Greetings, anyone that just arrived. I hope you had a fantastic stream playing Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know what you were doing. My assumption is always that everyone who's still playing the game or is playing the game or is like in the Final Fantasy section on Twitch is way further than me. I'm playing through Endwalker for the first time right now, so it's sort of, you know, all new to me. But I hope that you had fun doing whatever you did. A glamour competition. Perfect. I love glamour. You'll see by my character in just a moment. It's perfection. It's complete and utter perfection. And it is me. So thanks, guys. If you want to go check another Final Fantasy stream out, the link is in chat right there. Much obliged. Thank you. And you are welcome at the Tales of Lumen channel. Here we game. We're doing the story right now. We are playing Final Fantasy right now. And this is a good time. It's a good time. It's a real good time. Thanks for following, man. I really appreciate that. Yo. And, I mean, I don't know how people would say the name wrong. Hey, it just means you came to the right place. So, as you can see, we are here in Thavnir. We are probably close to the end of the Thavnir storyline, at least the first part of it. We did Labyrinthos. back to Garlean, then we came here. We are now at the castle. We just found out that the castle is, in fact, a little different than it first seemed. There's a dragon. And it's one we sort of know about. And they just button heads here for the first time. So yeah, here we are. They usually say la, ors. They think the X is silent in gamer names. The X turns into a S. It's common knowledge. It's an S. Because larks. Okay. So basically, if I was going to call you for short anything, I'd call you larks. Because like obviously the play was having the middle letter, the X, serve as both the K for the larks, the KS, and then the S for the source. So you're basically getting like a fusion between lark's source, you know? So lark source, just boom boom. I don't know, it just makes sense. Anyway, yeah. I like the nickname, by the way. It's nice. It's cool. It's cool. It's a fusion. I deserve to follow. Thanks, man. Thanks.
That is all I need know of thee for now.
Ooh. Okay. Hey, you know what else is good for follows? Can I tell you? Can I tell you? You hang around for my character and her jokes, and she will spoil you rotten. She'll even cheer for you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope no one was listening to that. Okay. Let's keep going.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a
I'm not sorry at all, no.
but as the ruler of Rads Adan.
I'm not sorry at all. Okay, what's this proposal?
With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence.
Shame, he looks like a little... the word is not evil, but it's more actually just sad with his eye missing. It's like when they show it from that side, from his left, he looks great. Oh, graceful worm. Oof, yeah, man. First brood. Banging. But then when you look from this side, you think to yourself, God, what is this disheveled, ugly old undead monstrosity here? It should have been ashes 1,000 years ago. Why is it still alive? Please, put it out of its misery. It's funny how just the angle can actually change all of that.
Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
We just need us. It's all we need. It's us.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Us.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me.
It's my axe. He sees my axe.
Thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Paddlethan and Cartanau, I am told.
We did.
'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions.
Have they made them already? Look at that elephant! Dude, I just saw that for the first time now. There's plants coming out of its trunk. Can I put that in my house? God, there's one on this side too.
And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
I like them.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales.
Dude, like, the differences between this here in Thavne and then what we did in Labyrinthos, staggering. Staggering. Insane. Like in Labyrinthos, we poked around a little bit, we got turned into toads, and that was that. We eavesdropped on a conversation. Here, well, shit, you can see what's about to happen.
I worry, however, that even the 4 of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
Oh.
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Garlean is in order.
Well, we've got the stones here now. Oh shit! Who's that? Oh, okay.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Well, I didn't need him anyway.
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radzat-Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
Oh.
I am in thy debt.
He knows that he could easily poke out the other eye. You can smell the blood on the trident. But Lillian's not happy, man. Lillian's not happy. That we should encounter one of the first brood in such a circumstance. It's our course of action. It's decided. Let's not tarry. Oh god, I might need to go and help Mom quickly. I'll be right back. I'll make it my pee break. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but now we have a clear objective ahead of us. Let's rejoin our comrades in Garlean and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zot. Oh, and if you haven't already, be sure to attune to the Aetheryte here before departing. Okay. Shame. My poor daughter. Can we just teleport out? Yeah, we can. Fantastic. Labyrinthos is a bit like Calusia. Not really used properly until the later levels. I understand completely how it's going to be. And I told Taraxa that, I think it was last night, or maybe it was earlier today. I don't know, the time is a bit of a blur. But whenever I told Taraxa that, we had a discussion about... Yeah, it was earlier today. It's basically just that I do feel like when you run in there on ground level and you seen basically what they're showing you right from the get-go there, it's not enough to make it really shine. And I get that. I get that. Listen, I'll be right back quickly. I have to go and see what's wrong with this daughter of mine. It won't be long. I'm going to go pee as well quickly. So BRB 1 sec.
Tolyo.
Yo, Despawn, what up? Thanks for the 10 months. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. My daughter is still my daughter, and she's a little bit, well, resistant to sleep. That's the problem right now. She doesn't want to sleep. I think she has, as they say, fleas in the tummy. She had some appetizer. I don't know if you guys have appetizer overseas. Despawn, thank you once again. But sparkling apple juice, basically. She had some with her dinner, and it was a bad idea. How do I do this again? Well, how do I do this again? View. Vista. Lookout. There we go. The Rostra. This building houses the Assembly Hall, where the Forum debates Garlean national policy. Cool. Make her watch the Realm Reborn story quest. She'll fall asleep instantly. No, she's gone to sleep now. I hope it sticks. It's just more of a mental strain on Mother than it is on her or anything else. She'll be fine in the morning. She'll wake up ready to go, as ever. It's more just the mom that takes the brunt of the, well, fatigue. I do wish that I could help with stuff like that, but I can't. I'm not allowed in her room at night. Like, she shouts, dude. Oh god. Oh my god. No one's allowed in there but mom. Good suggestion though with the Realm Reborn story quest. Good suggestion. Hello? Conflict between Nidog and I is in the past. And though they were brothers, it has no bearing on my view of Vritra. Above all else, he's a leader of men, not an enemy. He would hardly dedicate his life to this endeavor if he bore any kind of ill will. Vritra, is it Vritra? I think it's Vritra, and his alchemists have prepared for us our foray into the tower. What we may accomplish within its twisted halls remains to be seen. The Arkasodara languish in Telofroi chains, doth forewarn us that day of the nature of our foe. 'Tis the gods of Thavnir who will be summoned to thwart us. Okay, that stuff's old. Just as I was getting used to Balmy Thavnir, we're back in the city of Chili Garlean. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, when everyone appears to be here, so let's take stock of the developments and discoveries. Did they all have new text now? No. Okay. Okay. Trial. In the dark of the tower. Since there has been progress in both investigations, shall we share our findings from respective locales? Okay. Voice act in. Let's go. This is interesting music.
Your time in Thavnir has certainly been eventful.
Yes.
In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
She left out the R. What? Vitra. You can't even imagine being able to decide one of your parents wasn't allowed in your room. You didn't own anything. It was their house, you just slept in it. Yeah, it's not that we're not allowed. Like, it's like if I go in there, it will escalate in the wrong direction. She'll shout at me to get out. If mom goes in there, there's a chance that she will listen. They will parlay. They might even leave in their respective directions on, let's just say, amiable terms. With me, it's just going to be a shout in. That's it. I will get shouted at. I'll be told to leave. And that's unfortunate, but hey, she's at the age now where she's very much bonded with mom in that way. And if she gets sore, if someone tells her she's not allowed having something, if she gets denied somehow, you know, even if it has to happen, she'll immediately call mum. That's how it works.
I agree.
While I still have questions
And it's nice for
concerning
her.
the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation.
It's good for her. I mean, she needs a comfort person, and that's her comfort person.
Simply
It'll change.
pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
Why do we send a letter if someone can just teleport there and speak face to face? God. Oh, maybe Matoya doesn't want to see anyone. That might be it, yeah.
Even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Fodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained. And I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within.
Interesting that they say these just popped up as magical towers with cores and whatever. And then on the same side, we heard that in Garlemald they're laboring to build some magnificent palace. They labor. Interesting. Not the
Destroy
same.
the core and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
That sounds good.
So we can hope. And I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
What does the
Assuming
Y'shtola voice
Y'shtola's
actor
reasoning
look
is
like?
correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none.
Exactly how I thought she would look. Wow. Okay. The voice actress is Robin Addison. She's my age. Voice actress and writer. Cool.
Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
Isn't she the same one who did Sarah from Inquisition? Let me look quickly. Yes, Sarah, you're right. Y'shtola, Sarah, Andromeda, she played a merchant. And in the Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, she plays someone as well. But yeah, she's mostly just known for that. And then she's got a bunch of TV stuff as well when she was a kid. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's the same one. Yo, Mr. Cop, nice to see you. Cool. And hey, Grammy, what up again?
May we not then divide our forces?
Oh?
Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Y'shtola, and myself.
Y'shtola!
The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin.
Yeah. Are you sure Alphino's in the right group? What of LSA?
If you're to fight Primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
Okay.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
Okay. I want him in our team. I want to see what the sage looks like.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Radzat of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
Shit, it's actually happening.
A military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Well, that is an excuse for being sick. Yes, dude! Let's go! I look so much more business with that new haircut. It's good shit, it's good shit, good shit. I've been selling stuff. I've been selling a lot of stuff. Wow. Interesting. Okay. It'd look better without the hat. I mean, it looks nice. There's no denying I have a beautiful character. But the hat is what makes it. The hat is just what makes the outfit, you know? I must say the axes sort of come together quite nicely as being like a good part of this outfit too. The axe is so nice. This was a lucky strike. I was just browsing through the axes and I randomly found it. Okay, let's go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go and fetch the... while I'm close, I'm gonna go and fetch the... money quickly. So that I can be over 19 million. It's for, you know, in case any suitors come along and see my stream and they need me to be of worth, then at least I'll be of worth. I also want to mend quickly. Then we can go, go, go. Actually, I don't think I need to mend. Well, shit. I guess some stuff sold. What the? I didn't expect there to be 300k. Guess I need to look into what just sold there in a minute. I'm not going to do it right now. But that's a lot. Dude, 19.25 million. That's the balls. I'm almost back at 20 mil. Lalafell is a form of demon. It even has fell in the name. Yeah. Suffering from success. Yeah, man. Shit. What? Dude, it's hard work. It's hard work collecting that money the whole time. God damn. I really always have to go out of my way so to pick that shit up, huh? Yeah. God. They make an auction house mount in this game, a market board mount, or like a mobile retainer's bell. Oh my god, I'd pay real cash money for that, huh? Is there such a... There's no such thing, right? I would pay actual cash money notes. I'd pay for that. Then I could suffer from success on the roll while I'm out there on the road. Yeah. Hmm. I have to just quickly go and boom, boom, boom this because this is how I'm making so much money. Well, this is a big part of the money is these bicolor gemstones. Not that I need more money, it's just it's nice to have. It's one of those things, you know. I wish it was so easy to make money IRL, dude. Oh my god. Ah, that would have been easier. That would have been better for me, you know. I would have preferred it if I could just play the market board I to the RL. Where's this guy? I actually also want to see if I can get to the level 2 on the Shared Fates. Let's just check. Not mount speed, whoops. Wait, is it? One more. This is the one we need. Then we can go check. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Then this, then this. then this, then that, then that, then that, then that. Then this, then we'll do this, and then we'll go with this one. We'll pop this one, and then I guess we could pop this one too, and then this one again. And we'll just keep popping these ones until they all perish. That's the plan. That's it. That's it. That's all she wrote. Here we go, heal. Blood winning is so stupid. God. What a lame ability. How can that even be in the game? Did you guys watch my health there? That was on purpose, obviously. I mean, I was doing it on purpose. It's just like, come on, man. Is what I'm saying. It's like, I'm just like, come on, man. Like, are you serious with that right now? Noodle's not here. There's no noodle here. That's the thing, right? Exchange for dealing low damage. I looked at the numbers, okay? It's not really even low damage. Like, that's the thing. It's just not really even low. Like the damage that a warrior deals versus the damage that, say, a paladin, a dark knight, whatever it deals. It's like a matter of tiny percentages, you know? It's not like a massive glaring amount. It's not. Oh my god, do I really need that much more? Okay, well, I mean, I'll do one more round, I guess. Party died except for Brooke in the 85 dungeon on the final boss with around 50% health. She killed the rest of it by herself. How did she keep the health up on the final boss with only the one mob? Because like bloodweighting is good, but it only works really solidly like if there's lots of mobs. Like as in the amount that you get from it is like way more with lots of mobs. So how did she... Is it all the other stuff put together, like just the general like class healing and all that stuff? All the cooldowns well used or what? 3 heals, a 3-minute invulnerability. 3 heals, right? We have equilibrium, we have blood weighting, and what's the third one? Oh, I mean, I guess Thrill of Battle is a heal. Yeah, equilibrium is stupid. I love it. Yeah. I love it. AoE shield too? Yeah, this one. Shake it off. Wait, it also heals? Restore own HP and HP of all party members. What? I didn't know it healed as well. That's insane. Wow. No, that's actually crazy, yeah. Wow. Huh. Yeah, and then couple that with all the AoEs and the defensives and like the... Yeah, okay, I understand. I understand. The class is just a little nutso. I mean, all the classes are good. Like, you gotta also just sort of recognize the power of, as an example, the Paladin with its crazy healing potential. Like, the Paladin also has insane healing potential. It's just different, obviously. It's different. Yeah, the damage is not the best. Indeed, indeed. But it feels cool when you do it. All this stuff. So why is the meme Falcleave and not the upgraded version of it? What is the upgraded version called? Inner Chaos. Oh, you used to be able to do 5, not only 3. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, that answers it. Like, just because of the sheer amount that you get to use. Okay, okay, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. That's a little OP. Good. I like it. Hand him in, hand him in. Cool. Alright, let's get out of here. Nice cube, guy. It's time for the Tower of Zot. Zot. This is a Jamel, not a Damel. It's got some square shoulders there. Meme came before Inner Chaos. Inner Chaos only once. Falcleave can be 3 times. Oh, the meme came before. Okay. Right. Yes, that makes perfect sense. Gotcha. I'm gonna level in the dungeon. You have to be careful with Infuriate during Inner Release now, because Inner Chaos won't use stacks. So if you burn your Infuriates during the Inner Release, you may lose out on Falcleaves. So if you... wait. If you burn your Infuriates during Inner Release... How do you burn them during Inner Release? That's an on-purpose kind of thing. It doesn't just, like, randomly happen. What the hell? I mean, like, if you accidentally do it. Our friend of Eorzea, we've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. The warding scales will be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by. When your fellows arrive, I'll direct them to you. Okay. Open in burst. You want to get the cooldown run in. Yeah, so what? Because your fingers will move too fast and then you'll be like boom, boom, boom. What? Accident or what? Oh, you use Infuriate while getting your buff up. Yes, you use it once. Right? You press the button while getting your buff up. I don't quite understand it, but I'll get there when I get the full rotation at max level or whatever. Sedona, yo, what up? You missed some stuff, dude. It was good. Not that you missed it, it was good fun. It has been eventful. If this is the future of Aetheryte travel, I think I'll stick to boats. Oh, good. Aye, no warning. However empathetic could have prepared me for that. On account of which, we are a little late, but fighting fit mostly. Okay. Huh? Oh, he's here too. Hello? My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be, we should still call you Varshan, I suppose. Indeed. It would do not to confuse our soldiers. Very well, then. For our part, we are humbled that you would see fit to entrust us with your warding scales. Please convey as much to His Excellency.
What are your thoughts on any more of your Lumine baking/cooking videos? Lumine the cook has a nice ring to it.
Mr. Stockton, oh my god, dude. shit, man. Thank you. Oh, jeez. You can just ask the question, though, if you want. You don't have to include the money. Oh, my God. I appreciate that. I was actually discussing that with Helene. You see, it's an interesting question. It's good. Thank you, by the way. God damn. Oh, jeez, man. God. Thank you. Oh. I was discussing that like 3 days ago. Specifically, not exactly the cook-in stuff, but the IRL stuff, which includes the cook-in stuff. I was just saying that there's a good chance I will try to be doing like one IRL style video, like maybe once a week, whether it be a vloggy type thing or something like a cook-in video soon-ish. I was just trying to see how Final Fantasy would do first, and I wanted to sort of get going on this and get started on this. It's funny, your timing is actually fantastic with that, with the question, because I'm just trying to basically get the YouTube channel a little bit more interesting, I suppose. Yeah, a video, because I can't stream it. I tried. Yeah, I don't know, I tried. Like, the problem I have is just that if I try and stream it, it'd have to be on Wi-Fi. I tried. I actually tested it on a separate Twitch channel on my, well, it was on Yelene's. It doesn't save the videos on there, but on my test channel. And the Wi-Fi just, for some reason, I don't know if we have a shitty router, which it's right here, right? It's right here, but like it just doesn't work. I don't know. Like the video drops like most of it. It keeps disconnecting. It just for live streaming it just doesn't seem like it works. I don't know. There must be something wrong. But yeah, God, man, thank you. And yes, I have been thinking about it. And as far as I understand, I can make it work. I just need to find like. The main thing now, I think, is apart from I want to do it. Apart from that, I need to have space. You know, in the previous house we lived in, we had the perfect space for it, and we had a kitchen to ourselves. Here, we have the problem that I share the kitchen with my parents now, and there's no real good space to do the cooking in it and record at the same time. And because I share it with them, there's foot traffic in the house the whole time, and they don't want to be in a video. So I'm still trying to figure out the details of it, but let it be known that we are working on something, and I'm trying to just figure out exactly what that something's going to be. Thank you, though. God, you are far, far, far too generous, and I don't deserve it. But I appreciate it, and my wife appreciates it so much. Thank you. Like, really, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You might have too many other radio signals bouncing around. Dude, you know what the problem is like from here, my damn office, from like just outside there, from that side, we get all the neighbors' Wi-Fi. I don't know what kind of like mega powerful space age Wi-Fi they have in all the surrounding houses, but we can like log in to their Wi-Fi from here. I don't understand. I don't know if they have like a special like more powerful signal or like some fancy ass extender or something that does that, but like it's crazy. Like from our house here, there's like 8 different Wi-Fi channels to log on to. 8. Anyway, yeah. Thank you once again. God, man. It always like, dude, it's like heart palpitations. I can't. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just being honest. Yeah, no, thank you. No, dude, it's a good question because I think that bringing a bit of personality back to the channel in such a way is good. And it's something that I'd like to also, as Taraxa says, like live stream alright. Yeah, I'd like to do stuff like that on Twitch as well. The current plan was to have 1 to 2 days a week, not so much just variety, but other stuff, IRL stuff as well. I mentioned before my idea was a day where you workshop something that can improve you as a person, whether it be writing, whether it be coding, whether it be art, or whether it be cooking. Some day that you dedicate to making yourself better. And I think Dodger does something similar. She calls it study hall. And then you encourage other people to do the same on that day. And, you know, at the end of it, you sort of take stock and you just look at the progress you've made. And sometimes, you know, if people can share what they've done, you know, it doesn't matter what you do. You can sit, you can draw while watching the stream or listening to it. You can do some writing of your own. You can knit, you know. It's like whatever, as long as you do something. Well, you don't have to, or you can just enjoy in the achievements of others, and that's fun too. Hey, Davslook, what's up? Shower stream? Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I feel like when it comes to stuff like shower streams, people don't know what they're asking for. They do, but they also don't. You know, slippery slope, that intoxicating, if you know what I'm saying. Shit. No one's gonna come to any other streams if I have a shower stream. They'll just want shower streams. Nothing else. I'm just gonna have to shower for like 6 hours a day. Okay, so let me carry on here. Mr. Stockton, thank you so much for dropping in once again. Thank you so much for being as generous and kind as you are. And thanks for the question. And yeah, what up to everyone else? We are here in Final Fantasy. Sorry for the delay. Oh, thanks. For these blessings, we can go anywhere. Those with the blessing of light can go. It's just the two of us, right? Or is it just me? Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break the monopoly on primals. I've been waiting for this day. I wouldn't mind carrying on as before, you know? In that case, they're all yours from now on. Enjoy! Ah, but I'm afraid we can't let you retire just yet. You're the Scion's brightest star, after all. That's so kind. Wow. Dude, Llama Todd. It looks like his channel. I know it's supposed to be a llama, but it looks, if I look at it from this distance, it looks like Bluey. If everyone's amiable to it, let's review the strategy for good measure. Can we do it with voice actor? Okay. As previously agreed, we'll divide into 2 groups. Lumen and her band will break through the tower's defenses and locate its core. Meanwhile, for the rest of us, we'll tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summons. These are the healers here. The Primals, which the tower bringeth forth, shall be deities of Thavnerian myth. As you have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. Is that a llama butt? Oh god, I love it. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. You've not seen Todd in ages. He was part of your community before the FC exploded. Really? Llama Todd? Fantastic. I know the person. For the people of Thavnir, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Yes. Serious face. Tower of Zot unlocked. What was this? Alfie? Small talk. I may have taken up new arms, but my role is unchanged. I'm a healer through and through. Yet, in knowing who once wore the sage's mantle, I wonder, when all is said and done, will I look back on the battles I chose to fight with pride? God, you shit. Former party. Okay, so party selection, current party.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
Let's give it our all.
Oh god.
Let's give it our all.
Oh my god, that didn't change it.
Let's give it our all.
Right then.
Jesus.
Right then.
Oh my god.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
Right then.
Let's give it our all.
Ugh. Okay, let's continue. Let's do it. Close. Dude, his voice though. His voice. I'll do it again. One more time.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
Let's give it our all.
Right then.
Jesus. Oh god. Let's go, guys. Let's go. They changed Thancred to my turn. I wish I could hear Thancred. I can't now. Oh, here we go, dude. First dungeon. Tower of Zot. Dude, it's actually gross as shit. Yeah, it is. It is. Hello? A foul place this. Let's proceed with caution. Stop! Don't run into them. Okay, tank is on. Let's go. I probably won't need any extra... Can I wall-to-wall it? I doubt it, right? I can try. I mean, I don't need to wall-to-wall it, but like...
You cannot stop us!
Sure. I hope this works. Goddamn, I'm taking a chance here. This is risky nonsense, dude. I'm a warrior, of course I can wall-to-wall. Where's the rest of the wall?
This will hurt. All or nothing!
Oh, this is the wall. Like, this is just the end of it. You go as far as you can go. Right. Okay. Gotcha. Jesus, the spam, dude. It seems like they chose single target DPS. Oh shit.
I have you now.
So it doesn't really matter. Trust dungeons are made to last a specific time. If you do too well early, they do less DPS. Oh. Oh, so they're to equalize it. Gotcha. I understand. I understand that. It's okay. And if you suffer a little bit here and there, then they'll boost their damage a bit, and you know. I get it completely. Yeah, I get it. That is actually kind of sick. This is where we part ways. We shall survey the halls below. Cool. I'm gonna toss this one here and then I'm gonna run. Gotcha, someone shouted. So many of these. And once again we are trapped. Okay. Why is that guy running away?
This will hurt.
Justinian's doing a lot of damage. Excuse me? Oh, maybe. Oh, they have abilities that they cast on. Oh, okay, I see, I see. Okay. Never mind. It's not me. It's not me doing anything wrong. It's not me, it's them. There it is. I have 50,000 health. Dude, what a world we live in, huh?
You underestimate me.
Amazing. I'm spreading the damage around a little bit because I see they're not really doing a great job at doing that. Second boss mechanic. Trusts don't do mechanics before you do. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Oh, good. It's a test then. I'm ready. First boss, here we go. Oh, is it the Three Sisters? No ways. It is! Let's go, let's dance. Whatever this being is, we can't let it stand in our way. My sentiments, exactly. Okay, let's do it. Hey, this is the first time we hear the battle music, isn't it? Ooh. spicy, dude. Oh shit. That was a little close. I got hit, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That was a little close. I couldn't see the stripes. Imagine how bad that would be on a... Dude, listen to that! What is this sick riff? Wow. Where are they going? Oh.
I have you now.
Damn, this music is so cool, dude. Oh.
You underestimate me.
You underestimate me.
There.
Everyone just gets underestimated in this party. Shit! Why? Oh, how did you know it was going to be in that one? I should just follow them around. Amazing. Oh, the spell that's being cast. Oh, I see. Okay. Blizzard, Bio, Thunder.
You underestimate me.
Dude, Estinian is throaty, you're right. Crazy.
You're mine.
God. That is such a sick little riff that they have in there, dude. Amazing. How do they top the music from the other expansions? They did it, man. This is so much better. I got Pugilist Monk Samurai gear. What? Ah, okay. 500,000 experience for that, dude. Nice. Okay, now I can turn the music down again. That's a little intense. That's really cool. Let's go. Oh, we're in like a throat here or something. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. They just do single target damage. I can use slash commands to change the volume. Really? Oh, that's useful. So like slash 80, wait, BGM 80 to set it to 80%. Really? I'm gonna have to make a note of that because like I want a setting to just a button to press or like a keybind to just turn the music on and off, or then one to turn it up. I will do that. Thank you. I'll do it. I will bind it to like one of my not F keys, but like 0 or 1 or 9, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 7, 8, and 9. I'll use that. That's really cool. I'm not gonna do it right now, I'll do it after the dungeon quickly. No, wait, hold on. Let's do it quickly. 1 sec. So that I can do it for the last boss. So the idea is I need a hotbar for it. Here. Why can't I see the buttons? There we go. This is cool, this is cool. So the idea is hidden button, right? Then you want to keybind hotbar. This is... We only need the one. So hotbar 8. Okay. Keybind hotbar 8. Watch what I'm gonna do. And we'll use the last slots. So we'll make hotbar 8, 7, 8, 9. Apply. Then we'll make a macro. We'll make one here. Slash BGM mute. How do you set a button for it? A key. It doesn't matter, I'm never gonna see it. Okay. BGM mute will be that one. Oh, I mean, I guess that's BGM 0, right? BGM 40 slash BGM 100. Zero, 40, 100. Okay. How do I change the button on it? Aha. This is the mute one. Oh god. Oh, but I don't need to change the button because I'm never going to see it. Okay. Okay, let's see if it works. Mute is not a valid setting. 0 is the one I want. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. User macros. 0. Okay. Perfect. That's amazing. Thank you so much for bringing that up, and thank you so much for helping me with that quickly. Because that's going to make everything so much easier to do. If someone wants to hear the music... Actually, the one thing I want to change is I want to make it 890. Because as it stands right now, that's the only thing I want to change. Is, like... As it stands, the 0, I don't really need 0. It's not a key that I use. But hey, so for anyone maybe in the future that was thinking of doing something like this, there you go. You've got like a tutorial for it. Boom. That's fantastic. Okay. Thank you. Zot hyper-tuned.
There.
Let's go. There it is, my dudes. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, so like you get to use a couple of like cooldowns and stuff, and you get to use like a couple of different abilities and whatever, and then by the time you've done that, then Bloodwetting's ready again, and then you can just use Bloodwetting again. It's actually kind of crazy how strong Warrior seems. Like, you can still lose health, you can still die, for sure, but like, it just seems like it's kind of a lot more difficult dying on Warrior. Which is great. The item level of these items here is not like crazy. It's 520. It's nice, but it's not like boom boom boom. So again, I've got 0. It is right? Because it's quite loud. Yeah, 40, it works. Amazing. Numbers don't lie, huh? Until 83, nothing better. Yeah, I know. I accidentally healed there, I didn't mean to. Oops.
You underestimate me!
I'm relying a little bit on the healers to heal me here. Just a little bit. But then I can heal myself. There we go. Yeah, so Blood Wedding lasts longer. It lasts quite a lot longer, that's good. I mean, it's still a short cooldown, but like it's strong, man. It feels way longer, that's for sure. And yeah, typical mushroom. It's good dungeon so far. Boss was very interesting. Lots of different mechanics on the boss, which is kind of cool to see. A little scary, of course, but you know, here we are owning it, so we're all good, man. Owning it. Wait, that doesn't have the same effect. Owning it. Is this the way? Yeah. Much better. Thanks, Lumen. Oh, dude, it is the Three Sisters. I thought they'd do something like radical and crazy and out there, but it's just the Three Sisters. Let's go.
On guard.
She's just limit breaking. Nice. Berserk. What is this? Okay. I mean, it's a tiny little spot. How do they know that that's the spot? Did all of them have those spaces? Stop. Time is stopped. Oh. For me? And not for them? That's fine. She's just owning us a little bit. That's okay. Confuse. What does that do? Unable to accurately perceive surroundings. What the hell, dude? Oh god. I saw now what I need to do. I'll figure it out next time. We're okay, man. We're okay. Stand back, guys. Yeah, I mean, this boss is a bit of a shit show for me, huh? No jokes. What is this stop? Will be frozen when counter reaches 0. Okay. Don't stand on top of each other. Ah, she's going for me.
I have you now.
It gives the healers time to like pre-pot stuff, you know? Pre-pop, not pre-pot. I want to see the confuse again. Here we go. And see if I can pick it. This one. Did it, dude. I did it. Owned. I figured that shit out. Suck it. Winch. Someone needed more training with the spear. Oh, dude. Very nice. Trust weren't supposed to do the mechanic unless you did it properly. Maybe they made it easier, man. But I mean, I did that there, you know? And I didn't even watch them do it. I just knew. I just knew. Shit. We are getting close to something. Come, come, come. I need to make sure I get aggro on them all, so... Oh, shit, here we go. Here we go, dude. Wait, wait, wait. Thank you. This is a big pool. This might be a mistake. It's time for a home gang. And, yeah. Let's hope for the best on this one. Here we go. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die for sure. There's just no way. There's no way I survive this. Here we go.
I have you
oh my god! Come on! There's no way. There's no way. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die for sure. Alright. Oh my god, what a stupid class. Little fancy footwork here and there, and we're in it. God, it's amazing. Dude, I can imagine this dungeon would have been a little crazy on day one, yeah. The boss mechanics seem quite complex overall, and like the mobs aren't easy, dude.
You cannot stop us!
The mobs aren't easy. Dude, Estinian does so much damage. What a badass. A lot of treasure here. Holm Gang saved me there. Is that the final boss right there? Without Holm Gang, I don't think I can do the... I mean, I'm being realistic here. Let's keep going. I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care, dude. Like, I mean, no. Okay, I want to say, like, what's there to lose? Time. I don't want to lose time, so I'll take it a little slower. I'll go now. Now I'm ready. Shit. Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's do it. Get in here, DPS. What are you doing? Well, we made it. Somehow.
This will hurt.
Somehow. Somehow we did it.
You underestimate me.
Insane. I love it. Yeah, I can imagine with real people this would go a little quicker. And I mean, at the same time, I don't think I need to really rely on the healers too much here. I'm being healed, yes. I'm being shielded, yes. But like at levels that I think are a little lower than a real player would heal anyway. Like I don't think Alphino is panic healing me here at all. He's just healing me. Open up, let's go. Boss time. We're so close. Stay focused, they said. Yeah. No matter the cost, we must protect the tower. Harbingers elect the Magus sisters. All of them together this time? Is this the final boss music? Turn it up. Oh. That's menacing. Oh my god! Final Fantasy VIII, dude! Well, I mean, no, Final Fantasy VII, 8, whatever. It's got that classic theme mixed into it. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, oh my god! Then it's got the Endwalker twist that you didn't see coming. Oh my god, that's fantastic, yeah. I messed up my rotation there. It's fine, I understand. I know what I did wrong. Okay. Wrong button, this one. We'll go there. Oh no. Oh no, do I have to get aggro on them too? There you go. All or nothing. I have 2 stacks already. So we have to actually kill them all, I guess.
This will hurt.
I'm sure. I trust Alfie in this. I trust you, Alphino. Stack it up. Crazy. The boss just isn't dying, man. DPS are slacking. They could do better, is all I'm saying. Here it comes again. Shit! What the hell, man? That was crazy, you're right. Insane, dude. I love it. Like, this is some of the most active mechanics I've ever had in a boss fight. Here it comes again. We're gonna kill it before it happens, though. Boom. That's one less mechanic to worry about. No. No. I didn't get hit by that there.
With heart and steel.
Wait, why are you focusing that one? Isn't this the one to focus right now? Hello? I mean, okay. Oh shit, this one dies quick. Oh, they both die quick. Okay, after the boss is down, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, the DPS is really slow on Trust. And then the thing is, it gives you more time to fail if you have like slow DPS. Amazing, amazing. There they go. Does the Aether get returned to the bodies of those that you... I guess not. I guess not. Oh, grim. Grim. A grim victory indeed. Everyone else is here now. Nice. Jeez, my experience. Nice. I'm halfway through the next one. Oh my god. That's a big deal. Yeah, it's a big one. From what I can tell, the summoning appears to be over. No belief is sacred. To what? Oh, it doesn't say. They were nimble fighters, I'll give them that. Seems to be the limit of the tower's defenses. Okay, here we go, it's time. That must be the core then. Take it out.
Is everyone all right?
We made it.
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
Yes, indeed.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
Quag!
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Ishtola?
She's the one who can see the magic.
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek. Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it.
Really?
'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look.
Shit. It's alive.
Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core.
It's alive. It must be eating it. Sup in. Whoa!
A man's limb.
What? Oh. Are they busy regrowing someone? What?
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
So, someone has been cut into pieces and spread and spread around the world in different towers, and they're busy powering this person up, and then at the end, when they collect all the pieces, they're gonna Frankenstein that shit together. Amazing, dude. Amazing. Amazing. And he's gonna be all powerful because he siphoned the land. Why does Estinian get to do this? Okay. You've made your point. Fine. Fine. Alright. I guess he's the best one for the job.
And that should be the end of it.
Really, where's this limb? Ah! Oh my god, this feels like Final Fantasy VIII. Or is it 7? No! 8. After the beach scene. Or is that 7?
Following the core's
No, 8.
destruction doth appear to be correct.
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
We don't. Someone teleport us out. Big dragon guy.
Oh, what of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves.
Oh no. Mr. Exarch has us. It's fine.
Pray I'm not too late.
I love it, dude. It's so reminiscent of those like exciting hustle theme. Oh my god, did he get everyone? Those hustle themes from the previous Final Fantasy games where you're on this like timer to run. There's no way he teleported everyone. There's no way. What the hell? How did he do that? How did he target every single being in that tower?
Oh, what happened? Where are we?
Outside the tower on the beach? Graha is probably everyone's favorite.
We're still on the island where the tower stood, but 'tis as if it never existed.
What about... what's that shit behind us?
Hardly a scratch. But how?
Huh! It's him! He's fine.
Graha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
Dude is talented. For Alfie being this modest, he surely asks dumb questions. It's true. It's so true, dude. Oh my god, there are so many.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
Wow. I see Lady Girl back there. With her pink on.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Hmm. Good shit. What a man, dude. What a man.
And the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here.
Big boat.
There'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Depends on those, like, who've been there. Maybe if they've been there from the start, they might be a little worse. But, like, you know, surely the lady who just went in there must be okay. Surely.
Angelo and I will take care of it.
Oh, Angelo the Porky. I remember.
I have every faith in you, Eorzea.
This is her speciality.
Too many for you to treat alone.
She can bring some people in for it, right?
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Porksies, dude. I remember, this was her whole shtick in Shadowbringers, man.
Hail, Scions!
We did it.
We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
I hope that we don't have to go to every single tower and do the same thing. I hope that they can delegate a little bit. That would be cool.
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Oh yeah, let's just throw these massive elephants over our shoulders. Boom, 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 guy. Make the preparations. Oh, they're gonna start picking them up? What is it? Oh, she should be fine. Like, really, she should be fine. Surely. She was just put in there, dude. I like the Fan Daniel backstory. I thought it was fantastic. I didn't really see it coming, the Amon thing. But if I'm being real with you, I mentioned it while it was happening. It just made sense. It just made sense. It seemed like a good fit, is what I mean. Carrying all those Matanga may have been the true struggle. Where's everyone else? What? Okay. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Rads at hand for treatment. Alisai and Stola will oversee the administration of tempering treatment, with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. Do we get to go to the city proper now? You've now entered the Tower of Zot with a party of NPC avatars to make use of this feature. Yes, yes, trust, trust. The Jewel of Thavnir. So we get to go to the city now. Oh, the dungeon's right there. Oh, I didn't get to do this one. Yeah, I'm like slowly but surely the expansion is starting to already. I know we had this discussion last night, and you guys were saying like you don't even realize what Steam is at this point. You can't say it's picking up Steam because it's really slow, but like they are actually, I think, from this point on the right track with how the pacing should be. And yeah, it's Final Fantasy XIV, you know, it's gonna throw curveballs at you and, you know, whatever, I know. But, I still believe, again, after my time spent in Charlayan and Labyrinthos, yeah, it wasn't a great way to start, is what I'll say. It wasn't a great way to start. I feel like it was too much yak yak, too little action. Slow start. Slow start. But, I mean, yeah, dude, it's Final Fantasy XIV. It's a new story from Final Fantasy XIV. It's bound to be fantastical. It has been so far, so yeah. A Valrus. Come on over. There's some for everyone. Wait, so I'm 83. Nothing new on 83. What do I get on 84? Enhanced Equilibrium. Oh, dude! Healing over time? Seriously? That's so strong. What the hell? Yeah, it's crazy. Wow. Like you guys were saying, there's lots of healing. Indeed, indeed. A hot as well? Insane. Third zone's your favorite, but 6 was pretty good too. See, I actually have no idea what to expect. I feel like the only zone I actually saw anything of was this one, because there were some promotional shots of it. There were some like concept art pieces that they showed off. I'm gonna try and use my endless reserves of memory. Garlemald. I know there's Garlemald. That's the only other zone I know about. So for me, yeah, no spoilers, but I'm like heading into this all blind and I know nothing. It's gonna be exciting to see what's going on. It's gonna be super exciting. This is a long ass fate. It's a long ass fate. That fate had a long ass. God. I mean, like, really. I mean, like, really. I'm so glad Noodle's back, even if he's the wrong color. I'm so glad. Okay, I've got a lot of shit here to sort out. I got an axe. It's 520. It's 530. Yeah, okay. What does it look like? It's ugly. I mean, it matches the stupid dress that I got. Actually, I can vend all of this stuff. That's fine. That's fine. Amazing. I'm assuming I'm not going to get any of the book stuff done anymore. Like, it's just you have to do... Yeah, you have to target this. It's like all under 60, basically. It's a pity. I know that there is a reason to go through the book and do it, but like... Yeah. I solo majority of it. I know. But like, it would be nice to do it all in one fell swoop, you know? Is what I'm actually saying.